Appreciate it. I'm going to talk about, well, we're going to do a response to a video I came across on WorldStar of this particular female talking about how she wants a man that doesn't just make 100,000, even though, that can always change. It can always make more. She wants a man that's rich, I guess, that is successful, and that also carries a gun. We're going to react to that together, But shout out to everybody here. Shout out to the moderators and the channel members, the patrons, the people that watch the content, that actually shares the content. They're not afraid of their, significant other or family members seeing what they actually feel, which is a very weird life to live. If you live, to me, if you're afraid to share what I say or what other men say on this platform around the people around you, obviously you're not the king of your castle. Okay. I'm just saying, it's weird, I can understand your job, you don't want your, your employers to maybe know how you feel, but you guys, the definition of being able to control your environment is being able to share how you feel to the people around you. But nonetheless, salute to everybody. Let's see who's here. Rodney, Trill, Dion, Harbor, Rodney, Ashley, Shantia, Zeke, Dwayne, Sydney, Garrison, Malik, Longtongue, Yakuza, Maul C. Wesley, Matthew, Gregory, JBE, L. Marshall, Rodriguez, Michael, the Revelator, Tehran, Miss Tangy, Prince Green, Samurai. Make sure y'all like the stream. Let's get to 100 likes. We should have already been there. We got 100 people in here. Get to the likes, man. What are y'all doing here? Then y'all be get to the video, Jay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they be scary as hell to share these streams. Listen, I wouldn't give a damn. I'd share videos, posts. I wouldn't care. I run my atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? I'm truly red pill. I'm not, some of these guys are sort of hiding their red pillism. George, what's up? Let's see. Troy, yeah, get the likes up. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, let me say this before I get started. Right, I when I post a video, okay, and you see people I see people in the comment section, right? Because I look at the comment section maybe 10 to 15 minutes after I posted a video, okay, and Well, I would tell you this, Revelator. You should just take the see the truth part out of it and just be the Revelator then. Make sure y'all, let's continue to get the likes up. I looked at the comment section, and I've noticed this, right? 10, 15 minutes after I post a video, I'll check out the comment section then. But after that, I may not check it out unless I see a stupid comment I come across. I noticed that people are saying in the comment section that, well, they'll say I'm first. They'll say I'm first, I'm second, right? Just like, hey, I'm here, I'm excited for the commentary, right? And then I will see some bozo comment. They ain't commenting on the video commentary. They want to comment to that person to mock that person for saying I'm first or I'm second, I'm third for the video. You would think that that's not that kind of annoys me because you're basically a subscriber who's attacking another subscriber for being excited for the commentary. I'm telling you right now, you may think this is petty, but I don't give a shit. If I see you do it, I'm blocking you. And if I see you over here, I'm gonna clown you, and then I'm gonna block you over here too. I don't want to see that idiotic, lame behavior in my comment section, especially if you're supposed to be a subscriber, especially if I see it. Because if I see it, you definitely out of here. You can go to somebody else's page, okay? You can go watch men fight each other on panels. You can go watch all that other stupid nonsense that goes on. You can look at women's videos you claim you hate, right? Go watch their content. But if I see you, and you better not come back in this chat room either. That's the last way. Because I'm good at remembering your profile pics and your names. You come over here thinking that everything is good, you're going to find out everything is bad. And everything is going to be bad for you. Okay? I just want to address it because I've seen that numerous times. Like, why are you attacking other subscribers? I can see if you're debating them, you're having a discussion. But if you're just attacking them for being excited for the commentary, then why are you here? Right? And I'm going to embarrass you. So let's get the likes up, people. Also, there's another thing, too. Like, I got sent a whole bunch of links yesterday of TikTok videos of black females with their Caucasian boyfriends doing these challenges. Just weird sort of race play type challenges, right? And I was gonna do a stream about it, man. I because I got all the links. I still may do a stream on it, but I just don't have the energy or really care what these melanated women are doing, especially if they're interracially dating, unless something piques my interest, right? But other than that, I don't give a shit. But when I looked at these TikTok videos, I'm like, what is this? What is this cooning that's going on with you melanated alphas? Y'all are out here cooning your ass off. He sent me all these links, man. That had me. I was going to go live last night. But I said, no, I go live today. But then I thought about it. I said, why would I give this energy? I may bring it up in another live stream. Hell, I may bring it up in this live stream. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do a live stream on it because, you got melanated women on this platform that love to talk about divesting. They talk about dusties, even though they're dating Caucasian guys that look dustier than the black males they dated. I mean, these guys is looking dusty, okay? And they so excited to be dating a Caucasian guy. They're doing these race play TikTok videos. I don't see black dudes doing that. Now, people want to talk about what Mano said, right? That's one person. I got sent a ton of clips of you melanated women just straight up and down cooning for your Caucasian boyfriends. And then you wonder why we say what we say about you in your interracial relationships, why we think it's a joke. Yeah, the dudes, they look dustier than the black dudes they date. It look dustier. They look dustier. What you talking about? Yeah, the Massa Challenge, whatever that is, like all these black women who claim to have self-respect, which they don't, and we're going to get into why they don't have self-respect, and why they will sell their self-respect to be with a man with some money. Okay? Shout out to Dallas Cowboys podcast. I mean, what is going on out here? Y'all dating dusty Caucasian guys, but y'all got all this to say about black men. It's pathetic. A lot of you are pathetic. A lot of you Western black women are just pathetic out here with your pathetic behavior. And I'm not talking about all. But y'all know who I'm talking about. I got the clips to prove it. Shout out Dallas Cowboys podcast. I got the clips now. I got sent a ton of clips last night. Don't make me have to go get the receipts. And not just them. I mean, I've been seeing this weird behavior from melanated women toward, dating these Caucasian guys. I've seen this weird behavior for years. I just don't make it I don't put energy into it because I understand that's who they are. I understand that's who they are. That's what they're going to be. No matter how many videos you heifers make, there will always be a ton of receipts showing that the lie detector test has come back that you're lying, that you love dusty men, whether they're white, black, Asian, Hispanic, mostly white, and black. Y'all are out here lying. Your baby daddies is broke. Your side dude is broke. Your current boyfriend is broke. Living in your house. Driving your car. But y'all run your mouths talking about what type of men you would never date. You're not dating a high valued man. You never have and you never will. That's why y'all attack guys like a Kevin Samuels or some of these other guys that speak on you and speak and have been able to grow, because there's a lot of people who agree with that. Even women, they agree with that. A lot of you heifers are dusty to the core and you know it. You're dusty to the core, you know it. I'm telling you, when I saw those clips that was sent to me, I'm like, what is going on here? You heifers have no shame. None. But you want to get on here talking about you're divesting. You ain't divesting from what? Divesting to another bum? They are divesting to another bum.
All love, Jay. Back at it again. Cigar tonight?
Appreciate it, Jack Daniels. Definitely want to have a cigar. Matter of fact, I got some cigars up here. I'm not going to smoke none tonight while I'm live. But I just want y'all to understand, these women are so confused. They're so programmed. They want to be just like the Instagram models who date athletes, right? They want to have the expensive lifestyles, but they have not done the work internally. Melabur, you'll see what the master challenge is. Just look it up on TikTok. Matter of fact, you can Google it probably and you'll see it come up. I mean, just you got these melanated women making a complete fool of themselves. And then they wonder why, it's hard for them to keep a man. And one of the heifers is pregnant by her Brad, who looks like a bum himself. Let's get into this video. Let's get into what this heifer had to say. Make sure y'all like the stream. So this particular female, I believe her name is Christina. Christiana or Christiana? Christiana, I think that's her name, Christiana. She was on the Rich and Unemployed podcast. Everybody got a pod. I saw this one heifer tweet. She says, "It's too many of you men out here with podcasts." You goddamn right. Because it gives us content. All right. Whole lot of content coming from these podcasts. Matter of fact, y'all should be checking out my podcast. And we're going to check out what she had to say. I got 2 different videos, okay? This was on World Star, but this is actually on her page. And we're going to get into this one. But let's get into this one. Let's see what she has to say. All right.
But those types of guys don't even approach me. They don't even. Let's just be real.
Okay, so could you be with a guy that makes $100,000 a year?
No. For what? That's $274 a day.
You right.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so dinner for 2, and if we add alcohol, it's gonna be a $300 check. So you want me to spend that whole man's day? Like, no. Men that don't carry a gun, not going to sleep. Because you already laughing with other men, you're gonna. I have to watch. Like, no, I have to watch. The ops. I don't know. Somebody could get us.
Okay, let's talk. She says that there's something dollars a day that the guy is making, and then she brings up the fact that these guys have ops and all that. First off, if you're dating a guy, a grown ass man with ops, then that's not a man you should be dating. Okay, any grown man that has ops and he has to watch his back, that's not a man you should be dating anyway. And I don't think that man has money like that anyway.
Because I'm already seeing you're not a protector. You're not.
Just because he ain't got a gun?
he don't have a gun and we outside with bad jewelry on. Come on, I'm gonna get freaked out. As a man, you're supposed to be a protector, a leader, a provider. Like, if you can't protect, preach, provide, no. I don't respect you as a man. No.
This girl sounds like she is from the suburbs of suburbs, talking about ops and talking about protecting yourself with weapons. Has probably never been in a hood in her life except to date the bad boys that her dad used to warn her about. Listen, you having a gun does not make you tough. Okay? Being able to walk outside without one makes you tough. Because even if you have ops and you still leave the house without one, you know, if you have to get busy, you can get busy with your hands. You don't need no gun. That's a tough guy. You're not tough if you have a gun. I wish somebody would tell these people that, you know, instead of them looking at movies and TV shows and thinking that you have to have a gun to be secure. You know, anybody that needs to walk around a gun is a person that's weak. Okay? Now, again, if you're licensed to carry and you like to carry a weapon on you, fine, right? Fine. But that doesn't mean you're tough. There's a lot of guys who talk a lot of shit, who talk a lot of stuff, family show, and they have never worn any type of weapon outside because they have belief in themselves, and nobody does anything to them. Shout out to Chuzzy.
Some of these suburban BWs feign for a hood dude.
Yeah, they want a hood dude. You ain't even. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe she's from the hood. I mean, you know, I don't like it, but you know, these chicks probably come from, you know, good households. Talking about, cause listen, chicks who are actually from the hood don't talk like wanting a hood dude. Now some do, but most chicks want a sophisticated guy. Like, you know, you take these chicks out the hood. They try to make themselves a little bit more sophisticated. They want a guy who matched that. They're not looking for a hood dude. You know what I'm saying? They want a guy with some money. The stereotypical guy in their mind that has money is a businessman. Or maybe a dope dealer, you know, or a rapper, you know.
People posting real time and we're just outside, like, that's gonna make me feel uncomfortable. Like, and nothing's bad ever happened to me. It's just, I just look for a man that is going to be aware of his surroundings and be able to provide and protect so that I can be in a more feminine place and relax. Like,
huh? Shout out to Maul MC. What? You know, listen, man, listen. Why? So, okay, why would you be dating a guy that has to watch his back? What neighborhoods are you in where you have to date a guy that needs to watch his back all the time?
She the type to indirectly offend blue-collar workers. The wall is coming fast.
Appreciate that, Maul. Like, what place are you in? Make sure y'all like the stream, too. What place would you be living in? What city would you be living in? What area would you be in to where you're that paranoid that the guy that you are with may have to carry protection on him? Did anybody not see that situation with the baby? Like, there was a dude that had a weapon on him and the baby still ended up taking his life. Right? And the reason why the baby took his life because the baby thought that guy was going to take his life because that guy had a gun on him. That gun didn't protect that other dude. It made the situation worse because he ended up losing his life. How about you live a low profile life? Stop going around wearing jewelry in black neighborhoods where the poverty rate is very high. If you're in okay, I'm gonna get stereotypical here. If you're in a mostly Caucasian upper middle class neighborhood or just an upper middle class neighborhood in general, you're not gonna have to worry about getting robbed. Now, if you're going back to your old neighborhood where nobody respects you, yeah, you might get robbed. That's why you take your black, your melanated self out of that environment. You should work hard to get out of those environments. If you're in a better neighborhood, you won't have to worry about getting robbed. You won't have to worry about getting robbed.
If I can't relax, no. Because you never know. I'm 4'11". Like, real shit, even if it's not jewelry, I'm 4'11". Like, women are really bad stuff is really happening outside. And, you know, I know we all think like, oh, everybody got money. People do not have money.
So tell girls how to get.
People don't have money because you're in a poverty-stricken neighborhood. Now, if you're trying to be real, and you're trying to live in your old neighborhood while you're making money, that is a stupid idea. That is a stupid idea. You should never be ashamed of being successful and moving out your neighborhood, moving out of your town to a different place where you can live a lifestyle and be comfortable. Now, this is, I guess, the second part about how to get a rich man, because these heifers are obsessed with getting a rich man.
Get in the room. Like, tell girls how to get a rich nigga.
Make money first. First and foremost, make money.
Say it again. Say it.
Make money. Like, I just feel like if you put money in a man's pocket and you like clean something up for him, because a lot of these men don't have websites. That'd be the easiest thing. Like, give a nigga a website.
I got a website. Does that mean I'm rich like that? Getting a website is easy, man. I got mine a couple years ago. I really knew much about it. I had to learn the ins and outs, but now they've made it easy. They made it so easy to have a website. Does that mean you're rich and successful? And I think this female is actually supposed to be a money person.
Rational men already know it's not all black women. That goes without saying. Only the rebellious chicks get triggered.
All right, appreciate that, Revelator. Now, get the likes up, people. So our numbers going up. Playing with my live. They playing with my numbers. But she's supposed to be, I guess, into financial stuff, I think, according to her page.
Or email, you know how you do like your business name at the support at your business name? Yeah, give a nigga a verified email.
Damn.
For real. You clean up little things like that, they make more money, they feel like it's because of you. Now we have a transactional bond because you feel like we're building to something bigger. When really I don't care. But at least you'll take that with you for the rest of your life though. No matter how we ended, if whatever the case may be, you're gonna take that and then I'm setting the tone that you're not gonna accept anything less than that because I've exposed you to this level of what a relationship should be with a real woman.
But you're basing a relationship on finances and getting a rich man. I think that most Western women want a lifestyle, even though they do not date men who can bring them that lifestyle. Most of these OnlyFans chicks are dating broke dudes who are the cameraman. Y'all want to know who's video recording and photoing your favorite Instagram and OnlyFans models? It's some guy that's living off her. Okay? It's some guy that he ain't working. Okay? She's making a way for both of them. Because it reminds me of this video I saw. It was this OnlyFans. This was like a year ago, I think. She gave her boyfriend like $20,000, I think. That was the money she made from being OnlyFans model, escort. Like, she was doing all that. Because they're dating bums. They're not dating rich men. They get online talking about they want a rich man, but the dude who you're giving your body to every night is not rich whatsoever. You're taking care of him. You're taking care of him. Now, you may have a sugar daddy, but I think most of these women want sugar daddies. I don't think they really want a rich boyfriend or husband because they know he's going to be running that relationship, and these women are not going to allow that to happen. These women are not going to allow these men to run these marriages or these relationships. So, yeah, they may have a rich sugar daddy that, that that their in-home boyfriend has to share them with. Because trust me, bro, if your girlfriend is an OnlyFans Instagram model, you're sharing her, bro. Okay, you're not just on. You're sharing her offline, and and some of these guys already know this. So when they talk about they want a rich man, they don't really want a rich boyfriend or husband. They want a rich sugar daddy. But meanwhile, they have a relationship where they can control it. You know.
Approach me. They don't even. Let's just be
so
real.
Could you be with a guy that makes 100,000 a year?
No. For
That's
what?
not enough.
That's $274 a day.
$274 a day. That guy that makes $100,000 a year probably owns property. He might even own his own home, probably own his own car. It probably invests his money into stocks, into crypto, which increases his wealth. Because a lot of financial people will tell you need to take that money and invest it. So if you're making $100,000 a year and you're investing a portion of your earnings monthly, or maybe weekly or monthly, then you're going to get more of a return than what, you're making from this one occupation. But you see, a lot of these women don't understand that. You may think he's making $100,000 a year, but dude might have $500,000 in his bank account. He might have $1 million in his bank account, but he's making $100,000 a year.
Social media deleted tomorrow. What would they do?
I don't know, bro. People say men like me need YouTube. No, I could leave YouTube and work on the businesses I got going outside of YouTube. Continue to invest. I'll be all right. As a matter of fact, I have retirement on my mind all the time. Okay. But these heifers, I don't know, man. Cause they make a lot of money doing whatever they're doing online, but they spend a lot of money too. All right.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so dinner for two, and if we add alcohol, it's gonna be a $300 check. So you want me to spend that whole man's day? Like, no. Men that don't carry a gun, not going to sleep. Because you already laughing with other men, I have to watch. No, I have to watch. The ops, I don't know. Somebody could get us. Because I'm already seeing you're not a protector. You're not.
Because he ain't got a gun?
He don't have a gun and we outside with mad jewelry on? Come on, I'm gonna get freaked out. As a man, you're supposed to be a protector, a leader, a provider. Like, if you can't protect, preach, provide, no.
Like, do you want a bodyguard or do you want a boyfriend? Do you want a bodyguard? Do you want a husband? I think these women want a bodyguard. This sounds more like wanting a bodyguard, a rich sugar daddy bodyguard, more so than a man who can, be in your life that you actually care about. I think that's the emphasis of a relationship. You have to care about that person. That person shouldn't just be dollar signs to you. But so many of these women are obsessed with living a lavish lifestyle that they chase after these NBA players. They chase after these rappers, trying to get a baby by them so they can get taken care of. Look at Future's latest baby mama. She had unprotected relations with that guy, hoping to get pregnant. And when she got pregnant, one of the first things she tried to do is get the paternity test done and to sue him for child support. Because they're all looking to get a bag. They're not looking for loving relationships. That goes out the window when they get their bodies carved up on surgical tables. When these women started getting their bodies carved up on surgical tables, all that, loving relationship stuff went out the window. These women want fame, and they want fame, male attention, and they want money.
No, I don't respect you as a man. No. Certain people posting in real time and we're just outside, that's gonna make me feel uncomfortable.
Oh, boy.
And nothing's bad ever happened to me. It's just I just look for a man that is going to be aware of his surroundings.
Everything ain't for everybody. A few women are abusing the privilege of being on social media.
Appreciate that, Josh. Yeah, but for how, but it's going to be to their detriment. I already talked about the women that were struggling to get a man due to their online activities. You know, you want a good man, right? But you chose to be an online scripper. So because you're an online again, I have nothing against women being on OnlyFans. I want to make that perfectly clear. I have I would say that I'm indifferent to whatever these women do online, as long as they're not a detriment to themselves or anybody else. But you can't complain later that no man wants you. You can't complain later that where all the good men have gone. Okay? Because that's what is happening. They chase after the bag and these athletes and rappers, and then next thing you know, they want to know what happened to all the good men.
And be able to provide and protect so that I can be in a more feminine place.
Like the stream, people.
Like, if I can't relax, no. Because you never know.
Listen, when I leave out the house, I don't want to have to worry about somebody, one of my ops getting at me. The reason why a person will confront you is because they have no respect for you. If other men respect you, even if they don't like you, they're not gonna step to you. If you're afraid that your boyfriend or whomever somebody's going to step to them and confront them, it's because you're dating a weak male. Everybody can sense it. But if people can sense that you're with a strong guy, they're not gonna say nothing to him. They'll look at him and probably nod or say what's up, but they ain't gonna confront him, try to fight him, none of that. Because other men will have respect for him. They may not like him, but they respect him. That lets me know you're not dating respectable men. She probably dated somebody that got their ass two-pieced. Would not be surprised she dated a guy that got smacked around in front of her and it scarred her mentally, right? Just imagine you with your girl and you done got smacked up by somebody else and she had to see that. I had an article sent to me about a boxer, Amir Khan. He got robbed right in front of his girl, right in front of his wife. These women are afraid that the dude they with go get hands put on them, man. You should never have to worry about that. You should never have to worry about that. Yeah, if you got ops, you definitely living wrong. You definitely living wrong. If you make over $100,000 a year, you're not going to be around your ops. You're going to be living in an upper middle class neighborhood around, good, upper middle class people who aren't confrontational.
4'11", like real shit. Even if it's not jewelry, I'm 4'11". Like women are really bad stuff is really happening outside, and I know we all think like
that stuff is really happening outside. Stop looking at these TV shows and movies. She watching way too much Power. She watching BMF. Stop looking at these TV shows and movies, man. Come on, man. She really afraid that the dude she with is gonna be like she's gonna be, wondering whether somebody's. See, this is why you don't date dudes from the hood. Then stop dating hood dudes that don't make over $100,000. Any man that's making over $100,000 a year probably lives in a good neighborhood. Let's say he makes $500,000 a year. Let's say he makes $1 million a year, $2 million a year. He's not gonna be living in the hood. I promise you that. Even though rent is high in LA and places like Miami and some of these other places, rent is high, they'll still be able to afford to live in a place that is not in the hood. They don't have their ops around, none of that.
People do not have money.
So tell girls how to get in the room. Like, tell girls how to get a rich nigga.
Make money first. And foremost, make money.
Say that again. Say it.
Make money. I just feel like if you put money in a man's pocket and you clean something up for him, because a lot of these men don't have websites. That'd be the easiest thing. Give a nigga a website or an email. You know how you do your business name at the support at your business name. Yeah, give a nigga a verified email. Damn. For real. You clean.
You got to ask yourself the question. I'm thinking about it as I watch this video. Is she trolling? I don't know. That's probably how she really thinks. I would hope other women don't think like this, but you never know. There's a lot of chasing, cleat chasing. There's a lot of rapper chasing that's going on out here to get the lifestyle that they want. I just hope these women understand what they're getting themselves into.
You know, little things like that, they make more money. They feel like it's because of you. Now we have a transactional bond because you feel like we're building to something bigger. When really I don't care. But at least you'll take that with you for the rest of your life, though. No matter how we ended, if whatever the case may be, you're gonna take that, like, you know. And then I'm setting the tone that you're not gonna accept anything less than that because I've exposed you to this level of like what a relationship should be with a real woman.
Well, should a relationship just be about money? Should a relationship be financial? Is that what a relationship should be? Because then we as men can make the relationship about getting boxed and about how attractive a woman is. Is that what we should do as men? Just make everything about how good you look? Because we can do that. We could definitely do that. We can definitely make it about what you're bringing to a relationship.
Facts, Jay. If you making 100K, you living amongst the white man. Uncle Ruckus voice.
Right, Jamie? You living with that you living around the Caucasian man. You ain't got to worry about the Negro activities like that, man. Like, you know, worried about the wrong things, man. But yeah, man, this is what they're thinking, man. They think that, you know, it's okay to go and, hold on a second, date men just based off of what they can do for you financially, which I don't think that should be the case whatsoever. I do think that a lot of these women, man, are just lost when it comes to it's not about love anymore. It's not about caring and wanting somebody to be there for you. It's all about what can be done for me financially. What's up, Beef Fears? Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Like the stream. Like the stream, people. I'm going to play through this one more time. All right, then we'll get to this other video. We'll get to this other video where it's similar talk. Similar talk.
They don't even. Let's just be
so
real.
Could you be with a guy that makes $100,000 a year?
No. For what? That's $274 a day.
You right, yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so dinner for two, and if we add alcohol, it's going to be a $300 check. So you want me to spend that whole man's day? Like, no. Men that don't carry a gun, not going to sleep. Because you already laughing with other men, you're going to, I have to watch. Like, No, I have to watch. The ops, I don't know. Somebody could get us.
The ops.
I'm already seeing you're not a protector. You're not.
Because he ain't got a gun?
He don't have a gun and we outside with bad jewelry on? Come on, I'm gonna get freaked out. As a man, you're supposed to be a protector, a leader, a provider. Like, if you can't protect, preach, provide, no. I don't respect you as a man. No. Certain people posting in real time and we're just outside, like, that's gonna make me feel uncomfortable. Like, and nothing's bad ever happened to me. It's just, I just look for a man that is going to be aware of his surroundings and be able to provide and protect so that I can be in a more feminine place and relax. Like, if I can't relax, no, it's dead. Cause you never know. I'm 4'11". Like, real shit, even if it's not jewelry, I am 4'11". Like, women are really good. Like, bad stuff is...
She is a mathematician. She knows the number. She is a true gold digger. Right. She broke that number down, man. She broke that number down, man.
It's really happening outside. And, you know, I know we all think, like, oh, everybody got money. People do not have money.
So tell girls how to get in the room. Like, tell girls how to get a rich nigga.
Here's advice for the ladies, I guess.
First and foremost, make money.
She say how to get a rich man is to make money. Well, then what's the point of you dating a rich man if you're out making your own money? What's the point of dating a rich man?
Say it again. Say it.
Make money. Like, I just feel like if you put money in a man's pocket and you, like, clean something up for him, because a lot of these men don't have websites. That'd be the easiest thing. Like, give a nigga a website or an email. You know how you do, like, your business name at the, like, support at your business name? Yeah, give a nigga a verified email.
Damn.
For real. You clean up little things like that, they make more money, they feel like it's because of you. Now we have a transactional bond because you feel like we're building to something bigger, when really I don't care. But at least you'll take that with you for the rest of your life though. No matter how we ended, if whatever the case may be, you're gonna take that, like, you know, and then I'm setting the tone that you're not gonna accept anything less than that because I've exposed you to this level of like what a relationship should be with a real woman. But those types
I wanna get to another video that I've been meaning to get to. I've been meaning to get to this video. For a minute. This has been on my desk. This female here. This is a 5-minute video. I can't survive off $10K a month. Maybe some of y'all have seen this video. It's a woman from out in California. So if you're a guy that's making $100,000 a year, you're broke. Now, again, some of these places, man, it's expensive. It's very expensive. It's very expensive. So I get that, but that's why you have to make a choice. You could stay or you can move. I've seen a lot of people move from California to Tennessee or to Texas, to some of these other places. I think Florida as well. So if it's too expensive to live there, then you need to make a choice. Okay, staying in California, if you're making $100,000, I can understand if you have a physical job there, you don't want to leave it, but you know, we can complain or we can have solutions. We need solutions out here. Now we're gonna get into this video, and these women are gonna be like, you know what? Even though we strong, we independent. We don't need a man, but we need a man that makes over 100,000. But our baby's fathers is broke. He don't pay no child support. The living boyfriend, he ain't got no money like that. But you nice guys, you guys that did everything right. You went to college or you started a business. You don't have any children on your own. You stayed out the streets. You need to be highly successful to date us. But you know, if you wanted these guys, right? You know, these guys that we actually want to be with, but they broke. We want them to do better, but, you know, we ain't want to say it out loud. That's what's going on out here. That's what's going on out here. But let's get into this video here.
This comment. $117,000 a year is $10,000 a month. It's not that I live a lavish lifestyle. It's that I live an adult life. I'm 25 years old. You cannot survive on $10,000 a month. I can't.
YouTube was blocking me big time last night. Can't. From last night's show. Dr. Cosby should have sued the 51 lying wenches that lied against him. Love and respect to you from the UK bro Jaye.
All right, appreciate that, Jughead. You know, YouTube does that. You know, they moderate everything now. Maybe he will, or maybe he just wants to move on with his life. You know, we never know what's going on in the mind of Bill Cosby and his family, but maybe he just wants to move on from it, you know. But shout out to you.
Sir, I'm from California. Average where? My parents were making at least $400,000 a year with a combined income. In California, and I'm in Arizona now, so like.
Okay, so is it expensive to live? Listen, anybody here from Arizona? If you're from Arizona, is it expensive to live in Arizona? I would think that it's a lot cheaper, because there are people who move from California to Arizona too. Is it cheaper to live in Arizona than it is in California? I would think so. You mean to tell me that you can't live off at 25 now? We're not talking about 35. We're not talking about 40. We're talking about 25 years old. How many 25-year-olds that y'all know that make over $100,000 a year? What type of lifestyle are you living to where you at 25 can't live off $100,000 a year? Have you thought about investing your money? Saving money? No, you just think about spending it as soon as you get it. which is why you have to make these goofy videos explaining why 100,000 ain't enough for you at 25. Then you talk about your parents making a combined 400,000 a year. Well, that's the thing. It was two adults putting their income together. You're just one person. You're not married. You don't live in California anymore.
She can live off of $5K a month. She just wants the other $5K to go shopping weekly, vacation monthly, and consistent Sunday brunches.
Right. She want to spend that money on nonsense, just to buy a bunch of clothes and red bottom heels and purses, trick a little bit off on one of her friends with benefits who probably doesn't have no money of his own. That's what she want to do.
Sir, $117,000 a year is not a lot of money. It's a lot of money to some Americans because Americans are broke. But $100,000 is not a lot of money. But congratulations.
Huh.
As is expensive AF, plus you have to have rental ins.
Appreciate that, Darrell. AZ is expensive. You have to have rental ins. Huh. But is Arizona more expensive than California? Because there's a lot of people that are moving there from all over the country, from what I understand. She says Americans are broke. No, people living off the system are broke. People who don't have the drive and the commitment to do for self are broke. People who vote for the Democratic Party are broke, unless you're one of these rich entertainers, right? If you don't have the work ethic to be, because you could be successful now. I mean, you can make money online just, a lot easier than going out here and getting a job. Even though there's plenty of places that are looking for people to hire now. So yes, there are people that are broke, but those are people that are choosing to be broke because they're not going out and applying themselves. And no, if you don't make over $100,000, that doesn't mean you're broke. That means that you like to spend money. You spend money as soon as you get it. That's why the net worth of your Western black woman is as low as it is, because you get that, even though she's a little racially ambiguous, but it's because as soon as they get the money, they spend it. They don't save nothing. Arizona and Texas is crowded. Yeah, because I've heard a lot of people are moving there. I've heard a lot of people are moving to Texas, and they're moving to Nashville, Tennessee, and they're moving to Arizona. They're moving to Florida.
It was getting a lot of views, and before it blows up, I just want to get a few things straight. I sound really entitled in the video.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did sound a little entitled. You did sound a little bit entitled. At least she's understanding and taking account. As of right now, she's taking accountability. We'll see.
That I posted. And that's not how I meant to come across. I should have never used the word a lot. Because let's get this straight. If someone offered me $100,000, that's the price for the reality TV show I'm trying to be on, I would grab that and run and invest and use that for my music, for my fitness, for my business, for my home, for my family.
Yeah, she's on her Instagram. She is a fitness trainer-ish model. They got a ton of them. They got a ton of these fitness models now. All of them taking similar pictures, similar career routes.
I would give back to the community. $100,000 is a lot of money. Well, I do apologize for using the wrong word, for using the wrong verbiage. I did. I sounded like a silver spoon, and I'm not her. I'm not that girl. And you guys are like, oh, that's what the silver spoon girl says. I mean, even after researching a little bit more and realizing that the national U.S. average of income is almost $60,000, median at 2022. Comparing that to $100,000, $100,000 is a lot. That's a lot. And so I shouldn't have said, and I don't want to backtrack. I don't regret what I said. I regret the way I said it, because I don't want anyone to mistake who I am or how I'm living my life and stuff like that. I'm very grateful for what I have. I've always wanted more for myself. I want to do better in life, and I want to give back. I want to leave an impact on this world. I want to be a bigger influence and show people that you can be yourself and do anything that you want. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. Not everyone had the same upbringing as me. Not everyone had the same upbringing as you. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want more for yourself, then there's nothing wrong with that either. When I was talking about $100,000, dividing it by 12 months being $10,000 a month, my rent is $2,000. Now, the rent in Arizona may be different.
Okay, hold up, wait a minute. She says she makes $100,000 a year, right? Her rent is $2,000 a month. How you making over $100,000 a year? Your rent is $2,000 a month, but you claim that that's not enough. You're not making enough. Are you saving money? Again, are you investing it? I was thinking her rent must be $5,000, $5,000 a month. I'm thinking that. I'm thinking that she was making. She had to pay more. Now, we don't know how much she paying for the car. We don't know how much the car payments are. Because, the insurance tried to get over on you by how new your car is. But if you're only paying $2,000 a month, I mean, for rent in Arizona, I don't think that's a whole lot.
To where you are. There are other financial decisions I can make. For example, if I want to save money, I can live with someone else, like a roommate. But I don't want to live with a roommate. I want to live alone.
No, you can save money by saving money. By actually looking into your finances and actually doing the work of looking at your income each month and breaking down how much you should put to the side. But the thing is, you're not putting money to the side. You're putting everything in one pot and you're spending it. And, the next month, you're looking for that next paycheck, that paycheck coming in or whatever you're doing financially. And you're like, okay, I'm going to make this next month so I can spend this. No, you can't be doing that. And no, you don't have to get a roommate.
I want to have my own place. So someone mentioned this. And by the way, that's mascara on the roof of my car because, as a girl, when we're doing our mascara, it happens to me all the time. And I've gone to get in my car cleaned and they've just said that it's going to be like $500. Okay, so this is just one of the comments I'm going to stitch because a lot of people are taking my video out of context.
What's with all these TikTok explaining? Why is she explaining? This chick is doing a whole lot of explaining, man. We just want to know why $100,000 ain't enough when you only paying $2,000 a month in rent.
This broad ain't investing in ish. Maybe in weave or sandals, but nothing of substance.
Yeah, must not be. I don't think they're investing either, man. When you complaining that $100,000 ain't enough, but then, you're looking at how much you're paying towards your bills, and it's like, well, where the rest of the money at then?
$10,000 where I live is not a lot of money. Being 25 years old, being a young adult, being from California, being someone who likes to travel, being someone who likes to eat, being someone who likes to work out, being someone who does a lot of activities.
You can work out at home. You could buy you some exercise equipment at home. You don't have to go to the gym. If you need to go to the gym, get you a cheaper gym membership then. She's already telling y'all where the money going. She likes to eat. She likes to travel. Traveling is expensive, which is why you need to minimize your traveling unless you have to do it for work. If you're not making no money on your travels, you don't need to be traveling.
So working at a restaurant is my part-time job, so I do have other incomes. I was not bashing anyone who does not make $100,000 a year. I'm just saying that in specific areas, in a lot of areas, $100,000 is not a lot, especially when you have a family, especially when you're, you know what I mean? And
do you have a family? I mean, do you have children? Would not be shocked, but I mean, do you have children you're taking care of?
Y'all need to stop being so sensitive. I'm sorry, I'm not responsible for how you take my videos. I'm not responsible for your feelings. All I can say is I'm very direct. You can ask me anything. And I'm not a silver spoon child. Like, I'm humble.
Well, you definitely came off as somebody that silver spoonish. Listen, I don't, do what's in the best interest for you. But if you're having money problems, don't call mommy and daddy, because you know what they're gonna tell you. They're gonna be like, "Well, geez, you moved to Arizona. You're making over $100,000 a year, $10,000 a month. Why are you complaining? Where are you coming back to us for money?" She likes to travel. Let y'all know she likes to go out of state. Probably be traveling for D appointments. Or whatever you be doing. Traveling don't even cost that much if you planned around it. You buy your ticket months in advance. You get your room set up months in advance. Get you a good deal. Obviously, this chick is reckless with her money. She ain't talking about the shopping that she does, because we all know that, when she said she was from California, we know what that meant. We know that when you said you're from California, that means you like to shop. Most of these women love to shop. And then she puts her age in it. I'm 25 as a grown adult. You're 25, so what? You're an adult. You have to deal with adult decisions, adult ramifications of behavior. So we can't give you a pass on that. I'm sorry. But that's what's going on out here. Yeah, traveling to take pictures. That's what she's going to do. But that's the thing. You should make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? She says she has a part-time job where she makes extra income. Okay, where that money going? Where that money going? Where that money going? Yeah, she probably buys weed too. You never know. Weed, pills. Probably likes to drink. Go to party on the weekends. Buy everybody's drinks. She the chick that loves to pay for everybody's drinks when she goes out. Yeah, most of these women want sugar daddies. They don't want a boyfriend. They want a sugar daddy. They want a sugar daddy that's going to financially support them, support their lifestyle, but they're not obligated to be in a relationship with them. They want a no strings attached situation with their sugar daddy. But they want to be able to date broke bums. That's what they want. Who are their photographers, their videographers. All right, people. I'm going to take a few phone calls. Call in to speak on the topic real quick. All right. All right. So what I have to say about this and what's going on out here with these modern heifers, man. They are really losing it. All right. Listen, if 100,000 ain't getting it where you at, move somewhere else. Don't move where I'm at, but move somewhere else. Because there's already enough of y'all moving down south to some of these places. When y'all used to shit on the South, now y'all want to move here like refugees. Y'all out here looking crazy. Y'all should look down on the South. Now y'all want to move here in droves. I wonder why. Shout out to Franchise History TV. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, brother?
Not much, man. What's up with you?
She must lived
My
in
name is Mark,
Scottsdale with that
aka
apartment, and there's plenty of
DJ
sugar
Pilo.
daddies
I was
up
checking
there.
out your channel, man. I wanted to call and chime in on what's going on.
All right.
Yeah, these girls these modern girls, man, they on some other stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm an older guy. I'm 53. I'm in shape. I don't look my age, but yeah, they on that bullshit, man. They out there.
Yeah, it's getting crazy, man. It's the entitlement is growing.
Yeah, it's on a level that I never thought I would, see in my lifetime. And I was like, dog. So I'm basically in mock mode now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm recently divorced.
Okay.
So, and I'm just out here, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah,
Crazy out here, man.
times have really changed, man. Women used to actually just want a guy that can be there for them and, help them provide. Now they want men who make all this money and it's like, for boyfriend, husband, or just a sugar daddy? Because that's what I'm sensing. I sense more of these women want sugar daddies, but they still want to be able to date the men that they want, who don't bring anything to the relationship, but they want to have a guy on the side that can provide for them the lifestyle they want.
Yeah, they and it's like, you already know how a woman thinks. It's like, okay, well, my money is my money and his money is my money.
Uh-huh.
You already know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to chime in on that, man. Go ahead and do your thing, man.
Okay.
I ain't gonna hold you up.
All right, cool, man. Well, thanks for the call in, man. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man. Good talking to you.
All right. Yeah, shout out to him, man. I'm telling y'all, I'm convinced that most of these women do not want a rich man, like a rich boyfriend or husband. They want a sugar daddy who will let them do whatever they want to do, but will still take care of them. That's what they want. Y'all know the female that, killed her boyfriend, Christian Abumsley, his girlfriend, when she got confronted at the hotel bar, I believe, she was with an older Caucasian man who was probably her sugar daddy that she had been dealing with probably while she was dating Christian, who's been taking care of her. That's what women want. Women want an older sugar daddy that's going to financially support them while they're able to date whoever they want to date. These women hate men who are patriarchal. Do you think a man who's rich is going to let a woman run him unless he marries her? Now, if he marries her, it might be a little bit different. But if he's just looking for something on the side and you're there to provide that, and he's willing to provide for you, that's what he's looking for. He's not really looking for anything else but that. There are women who are comfortable with, men like that. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what up, it's Samurai Will?
What's good, Samurai?
Man, chilling, man. With these crazy delusional gold diggers, because that's pretty much what they are. I think the best way to deal with them is what George Bush say. We don't negotiate with terrorists, man. Just don't negotiate with them. I think you got to walk away from the craziness, because that's a very toxic way to think.
Yeah.
Because a lot of couples, especially over time, a lot of couples, they came together, they worked together to build their net worth up together. But if you're like putting all this pressure on one person, and you're not saying, look, we can put both our efforts together to build together, then you're not really in it for the right reason. So we can't negotiate with these terrorists, and they're going to regret their mindset further down the line.
Mm-hmm. I agree. They already started to. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let somebody else talk. I just want to get my input in.
Okay. All right, Samurai. Well, I appreciate it, man. All right. Yo, what's going on? All right. Also, you're saying that Christian Abumsley's girlfriend, that was her dad. They're claiming that was her dad. Okay. Yo, what's going on?
Jaye, this is C.
What's good, Angela?
Yeah, I was calling to agree with you. You said that they're looking for a sugar daddy. I mean, I'm thinking, like, if you can't live off $100,000 a year,
right?
I don't like. You have to set your priorities straight. So you got money you put away for saving. Get a house that you can afford. Just don't stand to the point where you are broke.
Right.
And what's happening is these females want to do with lots of money so he can take her on vacations, take her out to the most expensive places to eat. She takes pictures and then she brags to her friends who probably don't even really like her. That's really what this is about. Look at me, look at me. I mean, it's just getting. It's like everybody wants to do that's a quadrillionaire. It's like, you guys are about to be single.
Yeah.
that's not real. That's not real life.
No,
and
it's not.
really, it's just about wanting to use men and then take photos and show off. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, that's what it's about, and it's all about putting that on social media because, like the female that's on the screen, the second one I did, both of them are on social media. They try to portray a lifestyle. Like the first chick, go to her Instagram, then you go to this particular female. She seemed like a fitness model or fitness trainer, or whatnot. It's all about the lifestyle. They're going to take photos while they're on vacation that some older guy has paid for. So.
Right. It's just ridiculous. And me personally, I don't even think these girls make the amount of money that they claim that they make. I just don't believe it. I think they're trying to, trying to look as rich as possible so that some guy that does have that money come and spend on them. That's why they will always say, well, I need a guy on my level and try to make themselves sound like more than what they are. I don't believe it. It's like, come on now.
Yeah,
I don't believe it. I see people making up lies.
Well, it's all about the narrative and how it makes them look. To say, look at what I'm doing. You have to get on my level. But you never dated a guy that made more than you.
Right. And to me, it's like, if you did qualify for those dudes, these females would have had them already.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You them have that guy. Yep. That's because they're lying, and of course they're going to run into what they consider bums because that's what's on your level. You're not in the areas or spots where these high value men would be at because you are not a high value female.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They all try to make themselves seem like it. That's the problem with them anyway.
Right. They're just trying to find some sucker, is what they call it, some trick that they can use. Mm-hmm. That's what they're really doing. But that's all that I want to say.
Okay. All right, Angela C. It's good to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, shout out to Angela C. with the call there. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's up? This is Big Boss Calvin, man. I had to call in, man.
What's up, Big Boss?
I'll tell you what's up. The delusion is real. If the pandemic didn't wake these heifers up, I don't know what will. To me, something real going to be real serious. But to me, it's going to be too late. A lot of these women are going to die alone. Because ain't nobody going to put up with this BS.
I mean, they're on their way.
Have this.
They're on their way to that goal right now.
Exactly. And then the protection thing. This is what I'm like this. They want to talk this BS. His money is my money. I said, no, you're not. That crap don't work with me. And I'll use the argument. Your money is my money too. We're a team. We're family. But my thing is, if you want to use that argument, guess what? Your body is mine. You're my property. But when you say that, you're toxic, man. I said, well, you're a toxic B, and you let the rest of the words of what I'm going to say. There's nothing sugar about these females. This is why when stuff happens to them, battery, assault, rape, getting missing, I don't want to hear nothing from these pro-blacks, especially these pro-black Catholics who defend this BS.
Shout out to Rob.
Talking everything. Because when something happens to these melanated heifers, that's why nobody cares. It's your attitude. And a lot of them are loyal to the Democratic Party, like you said, like we all say. So my thing is, if you're strong and independent, then you want a sugar dude, but then you want to date the dudes who ain't about nothing. Let me say this. The majority of women, especially melanated women, are bums. Broke, dusty bums. Only women will talk like this BS. They got a bum mentality, entitlement. Women who are raised right and more like traditional, they don't talk like that. There's women that I know and that are well-to-do. Even some of the stuff that we talk about. I talk about the real stuff. I talk what goes on. Real, they don't talk like that. Only a broke, dusty, bum, pretty, about to hit the wall and die alone heifer will talk like this. BS.
Yeah, and they get praised for it. Like they'll talk about how men are, men shouldn't expect a woman to pay for dates and things of that nature. Well, you shouldn't expect the man to take you on dates then. If you expect him to pay all the time.
Jay, I'll say this, Jay. Okay, if this is the case, then I'm like this. I expect a 20-year-old virgin. If you're not that, be quiet. Because my thing, if I'm going to pay, we're doing this tonight. But see, that's where they don't want to talk. Because a lot of times they're talking about don't respect me. No, you don't respect yourself. Ladies, I'm going to say this. Kendra G, I watched Melody King's video and how Kendra
Hey, I don't like names on my stream, man.
Okay, my apologies.
Yeah,
I'll just say this.
Uh-huh.
A lot of these female so-called coaches or influencers, whatever you call, they're getting tired of it. They're getting tired. Women are now caught out of
I will say this though. I will say this. Yeah, I will say this real quick, Big Boss. Most of these people are not coaches per se. They're just, they have, when you get a following, you get people to listen to you.
Yeah.
And you're able to tell them whatever. So you will have that element.
Yeah.
You got to take that, take that consideration. People feel like, I have an audience. Well, let me tell them how to do this and that. But have you done that? Go ahead.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. And it's so funny that if I were to do that, I won't get no views.
Well, on what? Like, what do you mean?
No. If I basically, because I have a YouTube channel myself.
Okay.
If I'm able to speak the same thing I'm saying, ain't nobody watching my channel. Ain't nobody watching. It's just I guess I'm too real and too red pill for most of these folks.
Well, no, I would think.
Black content.
Well, things have changed. There will be a time where we as men can make content and we'll draw men to us, but now a lot of men may either they don't want to hear a certain portion of it, what this person says, and they agree with more something that may fit who they are. A lot of these guys are not really red pill. They just had maybe felt some type of way, maybe had some disagreements, and they've gotten over that. Uh-huh. So now because they've gotten over that, things have changed for them. So they don't really feel the same way. So if you're going hard at these particular talking points, there are going to be guys that be like, I'm not about that anymore. I love women and I want to marry them. It could be that. That's what you compete with now. But I would tell you just, there's going to be an audience for everything, and people are going to want to hear what you have to say. Always, if you're consistently going at something, Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking my call. Great show.
All right, Big Boss. Thanks for calling in, man. All right. Yeah, shout out to Big Boss. I'm gonna call him. I mean, that's how it is, man. A lot of these guys was red pilled 2 years ago. Now, man, they supporting every woman that says anything remotely close to what men have been saying for years. What's up? What's going on?
I don't hear about hot girl summer anymore.
Jay,
all I see now is I'm homeless. Help us, Max.
What's good, man?
Man, I ain't called in a minute, man.
Yeah, man.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man.
All the work you're doing.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Listen, man, I'm just up here to tell the fellas, man, keep your head down and keep working, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What's meant for you is for you.
Right. Uh-huh.
And everything that you're doing is a part of the legacy, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That goes for you. That goes for anybody. So, you know what I'm saying? If she doesn't want to follow the line, move on to the next one, bro.
Right.
That's all that really matters.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, it's your last name. Just remember that.
Right.
It's your last name, man. So
this whole, you know, he got to do this, he got to do that. It's like, wait a minute, hold on, it's my name that's on the line. That's what guys got to remember.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's your name that's on the line. And at the end of the day, that's the only thing that's going to matter. Between the kids, the house, the cars, your name is on everything. And that's the only really thing that you need to be concerned about. So if she's not willing to, you know, do what it takes, you know what I'm saying, to fall in line as far as the legacy and everything that, you know, that is concerned with that, then just move on to the next one. No need to argue. No need to go back and forth.
Right.
Just be like, well, you know what? I understand. You have a good day. And that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of guys don't understand when you engage with these arguments and these conversations and these back and forth. I understand that they're needed. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, at this point, what is it really doing? Because you're talking to a brick wall.
Yeah, that is true.
Talking to a brick wall.
Yeah, I'm pro handling your business and not getting into back and forths. I think a lot of these guys should take that advice, but some of these guys aren't. They like to go back and forth with me. I don't know. You know, the feminine energy is high in some of these people, so they don't know how to walk away from a situation or handle it in a logical manner. You know, unfortunately.
And that's the sad part, Jay. That's the sad part, because the best response to a woman is no response.
Right.
The best response to a woman like modern women today is no response. Just move on, because they'll get the hint. You know what I'm saying? After a while, they'll get the hint. But the more you keep engaging, not you per se, but the more a man keeps engaging and keeps arguing and all that, you weaken your stance. Yep. It's like the old adage goes, you know what I'm saying? Don't raise your voice, improve your argument.
Absolutely.
You know, you don't need to do all that stuff, man. So I appreciate what you do with you. I ain't gonna hold you up, man, but thanks for everything for you do, man. Thanks a lot, brother.
Thank you, bro. Thanks for calling in too. Appreciate it. All right.
All right, bro. Take care.
All right, man. Shout out to. Yeah, man. We have to learn how to handle business, man. You know, we can't be getting personally. Listen, I've had helpers hit me up in the DMs talking a whole lot of shit. I ignore them. I may make fun of them here and there, but I ignore them. I'm not going to go back and forth with none of you heifers, okay? Or if I break up a relationship with a woman, that's it. I'm not about to sit up there and play games with you. It's over. Move on. But I'm not about to sit here and play these little stupid games, which I'm just not going to do it. Gotta handle business. Yeah, make sure y'all like the stream. Gotta handle business, man. Building wealth, you know, building a foundation for yourself. That should be the first priority. First priority should be building a financial foundation for yourself. Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, Jay? Yeah, listen, to add to your point about the whole women like picking certain guys and stuff, Kevin actually did a live stream about this same topic last night, because he had a focus group for men and for women. And in his focus group, he had about 50 men. And check this out. 30 of those men are over $100,000, and they're single and with no kids. So the thing is that women want the guy who's rich, who has a six-pack abs, is over 6 foot, and on top of that, they're semi-famous. But that's not reality. Most guys are not like that. You know how many guys out there who walk around coming to my gym in New York who are over 6 figures, but you don't even know they're 6 figures?
Right.
They don't even look like they even have that much money. But they just play it off like they don't. And there's nothing wrong with that. A man shouldn't get penalized or get looked down upon because he doesn't want to dress rich. You don't see white women doing that today, men.
No, and I've seen Caucasian men that don't even look like they are rich. Like, I remember years ago when I worked in this plant, this older Caucasian man who owned the entire, that whole square block of plant, because they had just built it. He looked like just a regular guy that drove a regular car, that didn't call attention to himself. Like, but we as black men, because we grew up with nothing, we have to be flashy. You know, and it's like,
yeah,
why?
and that's another thing too. I was referring to my guy, because what happened was, like, you know, like, and listen, here's the thing. I used to be like a big time fan of Stephen A. You know, But there was one thing that he said that really expressed how the black community thinks. There's this guy on the show named Dan Orlowski, right? So basically, he takes family trips, and he always flies his wife's coach. They don't fly first class either; he can afford it.
Right.
He always is dissing them, saying, "Oh, how come you don't fly your woman out first class?" Because you don't have to; it saves money.
Right.
How come white people know how to save their money and now it's look rich, but we just can't do that? So listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say white America is so great. Like they're not are on our side at all. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, we have a lot of work to do ourselves, and unfortunately, as men, we get no support from our women.
Mm-hmm.
They want this and all this expectation out of us. And I think the other caller said it best. Women want all these standards from men. Like you want a guy who's over 6 figures. You want a guy who's 6 foot tall. You want a guy who's ripped up. You want a guy with no kids. I mean, that's like asking a 25-year-old dime piece. I don't want you unless you're a virgin. That's not reality.
Right. Yeah, I would say nowadays. Nowadays ain't a reality.
Yeah. I mean, come on, that's not like, especially the women going to school and all that. Like, that's not the reality for a woman to be that young and for her to be a virgin. That's not what's going to happen. But here's what's going to happen, in my opinion. I think we're headed for global destruction. That's where we're headed, because the way women are now with their standards and them wanting to be how they are, and they want a certain type of guy. A lot of women are gonna be single, man. Like I just saw like a 40-year-old fine ass woman in the strip club, but she has no man. She has no man. Fine as hell too.
Wow.
She looks really good for her age,
there's a lot of fine.
But she has no man.
I've noticed this, bro. Over the like women over 40. There's a lot of fine women over 40, and they single, and they out here wondering and questioning, is everybody else's fault? But it's like, you didn't get that you didn't get to that point by I'll say by yourself, but you got to that point because of your decisions.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's true, man, and that's where we're headed, man. But that's what I want to say about that. But one more thing, I also want to add one more thing to what you were saying about the whole Megan and Tory case, because I watched your last video about the Megan thing, and you were saying that Megan was trying to promote her new single.
Yeah.
And I respect where you're coming from. I respect it, but the only reason why I slightly disagree, because honestly, I don't think Megan is trying to promote her new single. In my opinion, I think Megan is a good artist. The problem is that the reason why she came out there and did that interview with Gail, whoever her name is, the reason why she did that interview is because she's losing in court.
I mean, that was hold on. That's the element. That's the element. What I was saying, because the same day the clip dropped, she was promoting on her timeline. That's why I said that. Okay. I mean, that's a good point. I mean, I'm not denying that, but that's what me personally. I just think that Megan is lying so much that it's just you like, I don't know. My opinion, if I was Tori, I wouldn't be sweating it. I said, we don't really know what happened for sure. Yeah, but Megan is not. She's not going to walk out of here so innocent. Yeah, I got a video probably coming tomorrow about DJ Academics and what he had to say about her doing the interview, and I'm going to do commentary on that probably tomorrow. Well, he basically said that she might have ended her career by doing that interview.
No, her career. No, she needs to listen. If she's lying about a lot of crucial details, like think about it. You need to sit here and tell me, like even Rack 100 said it out loud when she did the interview. Her prince was on the gun as well. And listen, women say, "Oh well, women would never shoot a gun." That's bullshit. Because you got to remember,
man, come on, man.
Remember Earl Thomas? Listen, it's true. Women are saying that. We know it's BS, but you have women saying that. Remember when Earl Thomas had a situation when his girl came up to the other house with the gun?
Yep, pistol whip.
So listen, pistol whip. So listen, women can listen. It goes both ways. When people feel violated in terms of their love and trust, people are quick to get the gun in our community. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. So don't sit here and tell me that Megan is not bold enough to go get a gun.
Yeah, right.
So
she is a violent
anybody
drunk.
Wants to learn more about the situation? Yo, listen to me tell you right now. And if you watch DJ Academics live stream, when he's breaking it down, his story sounds more believable than Megan's story. Yep. Because if you think about it. If you got shot in the foot, you would need some type of surgery, not stitches. You need more than just stitches. So, like DJ Ackman was saying, like Meg got so mad when she was drunk, she was kicking the glass window down with her foot. And I know what that looks like. I've seen that in my family, so I know what that shit looks like. So those pictures seem more believable. But I mean, I'm not gonna hold the whole call. You know, I know the other guys trying to call.
Okay.
But that's my main thing. I think that if Megan is really lying about if Tory actually shot her, she deserves to be canceled. There's no excuses. You can't.
Absolutely.
There's no way you're gonna destroy this man's career just because he was fucking both of your best friends. I understand that it might have not been the right thing to do, but he does not deserve to have his career canceled because he was living his life. That's just my opinion. But, you know, well, I appreciate your channel. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm out.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, man. All right?
I appreciate
yeah. Shout out to you, bro. I see Horace says, please don't quote Whack 100. Listen, everybody has a good quote. Not everybody. Most people have a good quote. You know, please don't quote Whack 100, man. That's hilarious. You see how long I've been live? I'm taking another call. Yo, you live? What's happening?
Hey Jay, how you doing? It's Sarah.
What's good, Sarah?
I'm great actually. I'm so happy you did this live because I was studying and stuff and I needed a break. But pertaining to all of this going on with women, I feel like women need to stop like the social media idolizing all the time. Because what you see online is not reality. I mean, what are the statistics? Like 70% of Americans don't make over. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Unless you're from certain places or big cities where you would potentially find someone who did make that kind of money, chances are you're probably not going to find it. But you can't be asking for a stereotypical type of person and then contradict yourself and want that person to be the opposite of what they are. I mean, when you gain a certain amount of money, you have a lot of discipline. By that, I mean you have education, you have created a sort of routine for yourself that made you better as a person. You kind of distance yourself from the other bracket of people who aren't willing to put in the work. So when you become that kind of person, do you really expect the person you want to date to just revert back to his old ways? Because that's just going to mess him up. He's not going to be making that type of money anymore, and you're going to be screwed if you're the type of woman who likes to depend on a man for everything. You know what I mean? I know some women who, they're like, yeah, I do want a man to pay the bills, to pay the house. But I do know some women, they're not greedy like that. They're still going to be paying for their own things. Like, for example, if you met a woman who had her own apartment, her own car, just because you got together with her, it doesn't mean that she's going to automatically expect you to start paying that for her. She knows that. But if you decide to get a house together or get married, start a family, that's a whole different story. Now, he's most likely going to man up and make sure that his family is straight. I mean, that's where it starts. You know, if you don't have generational wealth already, it would probably start with that first generation. So, honestly, me being from Miami, it's nothing new. Like, we dress regular here every single day. My family dresses. I'm dressed like a bum. Like you see me out here. I got a headband. I got me some slides. I got me some sweatpants. I put on my sunglasses. I'm out.
Right.
That's all it takes. I don't need to be out here putting on makeup, waking up at 5 in the morning. I like to sleep. Okay, I like to sleep. I mean, kudos to the women who do like to do that every single day. I can't do it. Because first of all, when you put on a mask, even though it's so goddamn hard to breathe in the damn mask, and when you have a lot of makeup on, the mask is like filled with the makeup when you take it off or when you hug somebody, and then you got to be careful how you hug them.
That's why, listen, this is why, once again, like, men like a more natural woman that doesn't rely on makeup to leave the house every day. And I think that a woman who is more natural and not as high maintenance, we tend to gravitate towards that. There's some guys who like the superficial, but most guys don't. So that just shows that you have more confidence than the average female out here if you're willing to leave the house unextra, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I don't give a damn. I got 7 finals coming up, so who cares? But I mean, if you do decide to wear a little bit, at least make sure it still looks like your face, you know? I'm just saying. But pertaining to the money making, here, most likely, there will be a lot of people who make over 100K because every corner you turn, there's a Ferrari, there's a this, there's a Porsche, there's a that. But it's like people get so surprised when they come here and they see that. I'm like, oh, you don't see that every day. They're like, no, oh my God, he must be rich. I'm like, girl, he's just a hardworking man. Did you know that a man who makes 50K and a man who makes 100K could have a better lifestyle 9 times out of 10? It's not even about how much money you make. It's about how you manage your money.
Right.
So if these women are just thinking about, oh, if he don't got that, we can't talk, or you can't look at me. Don't approach me if you don't come correct. You don't know how many times I hear that. And I'm just like, you know what? You sound ridiculous. There are some women out here who do work hard, so I understand if they say, you know what? I'm a hardworking woman. I want a man to match me or be above me. I understand that because you have this thing called male ego. There are a lot of men, and I've almost experienced that. There are a lot of men who don't feel it makes them feel uncomfortable if their woman makes more than them. It makes them feel less of a man, and I can understand that. You know, that means that she'll have more control over things, that she doesn't need to rely on you. Some men like to be relied on. You know what I mean? It makes them feel good about themselves.
And also, they don't want to feel like they're being used. You know, I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, however you find it, if you find love or if you find someone you really like, I feel like you might have to compromise on some things because people settle down every day. I mean, you'll hear it from the richest people on earth. You'll hear it from the poorest people. You'll hear it from everybody. They'll be like, yeah, you know what? I just chose her because she's the one who gets me the most. She respects me the most. She loves me the most.
Yeah.
I won't be miserable with her, or I respect him the most because I know that he'll take care of me, or my family will be okay, or because I love him. People come up with all sorts of reasons. So I feel like y'all need to put the phone down, go out, okay? Put on your little mini skirt or whatever you got going on. Put on your shades, okay? Go out to the beach and do something because I'm tired of seeing this. I'm tired of being, oh, what do you bring to the table? And then you hear them say, well, I'm the table. What do you mean I'm the table? I bring the green and potato. I mean,
yeah, we don't need we don't need table talk unless people get their mental situation right, okay? But Sarah, Sarah, I appreciate the call. I gotta go, man. I gotta go. But thank you for the call, okay?
Okay, I was on here for 7 minutes. I'm sorry.
All right. You take care. Get back to studying.
All right, Jay. Have a good night. I will.
All right.
I guess. All right.
All right, bye. Shout out to that's it for the call-in people. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. You know, Sarah can go on these calls, man, so I had to go wrap it up. But that's it for the calls anyway. Appreciate y'all being here. All right. Shout out to everybody that's been here, that called in, that donate. Shout out to Angela with the Cash App. Angela had the Cash App. Shout out to you with that. And the people that donated. All right. I'm going to leave you with some good advice. One of the main things you should do out of everything else is avoid kissing these heifers in the mouth. All right? We need to avoid kissing heifers in the mouth. Because, and this is just a side note, I watched a little bit of Paternity Court, just very randomly, right? There was this melanated female there. She had 2 different guys there to see if they're the father of her child, but neither of them were the father. But the real crazy thing was when the judge asked her, did you know who the father was? She said confidently, no. And I said to myself, Lord, I hope a lot of you dudes in that town is watching and not trying to wife this chick up. Because under no circumstances should you be trying to wife this heifer up who has basically that child was barely a year old. And she don't even know who the father is. This is how much slurring around these heifers are doing. They don't even know who their child's father is. You had two males in there. One of the dudes celebrate. The judge got on him because he was celebrating. I would celebrate too. You talking about I'm the father, and then not only am I not the father, you don't even know. She told the judge confidently, no. It's like, what? How you messing around with that many dudes that you don't even know who the father? At least pretend like you don't know who the father is. Now we have on tape that you said out of your own mouth you don't know who the father is. This is why y'all can't be kissing these heifers in the mouth. I don't care if she's your girlfriend. Hell, if she's your wife. How do you get to a point in 2022? We're not talking about something from 10 years ago. We're talking about something at least that was from, I would say, maybe last year. Maybe they filmed this last year or this year. How in 2022, you don't even know who your child's father is? Did you meet him on a dating app? Did you meet him on Facebook? Did you meet him at work, at church? You don't even know. Did he tell you he can't have children and you believed it? I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of slurring going on out here. Don't listen to these heifers. They are out here getting slurred out, and they're probably have children right now who some man is claiming, and that child is not his. The perfect example of that, just look at Snoop Dogg and his youngest daughter. And I'll just let y'all think that out. How your two sons look just like you, but the youngest look nothing like you whatsoever. Not even your wife either. Look like you or your wife. But there are men out here who are raising children that ain't even theirs. But their woman was able to convince them that that's their child. This is why you shouldn't be kissing these heifers in the mouth. This is why you may have to make sure you're wearing protection, because if you're having unprotected relations with her and she gets pregnant, she's going, especially if you got a good job, you know what I'm saying, you're responsible, she's going to say you're the father, even though it could be somebody else. I'm telling you, man, 2022, and these women are still out here. They're still out here having unprotected sex with men. They don't even know the first name. They don't know the last name. They don't know the middle name. They just know the nickname. They don't know where he lives. They don't know where he works. And that is done by design, people. Any man that sleeps around with a lot of women never tells that woman any information about him. Because if she does get pregnant, he does not want to be anywhere around. And these women are sleeping with men they barely know. Don't know his first name, last name. Don't even know if he's from that city. He might have been visiting. She done went and had a one night stand with some dude she met at a gas station, that she met at a strip club, met at a club, that she met at a grocery store, that she met in a parking lot, met at some apartment building. I tell y'all, women think just like men when it comes to having relations. When a man sees an attractive woman he wants to get with, he's going to holler at her. The same thing with women. If a woman sees an attractive, a man that she finds attractive, she's going to approach that man. These women ain't got no morals. None. They're out here throwing their box to these guys, right? I told y'all about the time that this female, she was a content creator and she was known for her pear-shaped hips. And she talked about how she was at a store one night and she saw this guy that was trying to holler at her. And she talked about how she was attracted to that guy. So much so that she had to leave that gas station as quickly as possible, because if she wouldn't have left, she probably would have had sex with him that night. If that dude's game was a little bit on point, he could have been probably screwing her in the backseat of her car. Now, mind you, she didn't say when the timeline of that happening, because she ended up moving out of state to stay with her boyfriend. So, we don't know when the timeline. It could have been around the same time she was trying to move to a different state to be with a guy. I'm telling you, man, these women are just... Don't kiss these women in the mouth, man. Avoid that at all costs. No kissing in the mouth. Right? She could be somewhere in some...
Jay, do you think there should a mandatory DNA test before the man signs the birth certificate? Because it's happening too much.
Yes, Obi, I think it should definitely be mandatory. When I did the live stream and I talked about the guy that caught his baby mama cheating, I said that paternity tests should be mandatory. Paternity tests should be mandatory. I do believe that. What's good, Mr. Palmer? Yeah, we definitely have a lot of baby mama terrorists out here. And they are just tearing up neighborhoods, tearing up men's lives all over the place. But we need to get mandatory paternity testing out here. But yeah, man, avoid kissing these heifers, man. Y'all might be in love with some chick that's getting getting dick down from a guy she had just met 30 minutes ago. It can happen, man. Trust me, it can happen. I don't care what these women be saying. Let them see a guy they're attracted to. It ain't gonna take much. He apply a little bit of pressure, he's gonna be screwing that chick in the back seat of her car. Or in the front seat. Because he probably ain't got no car. A lot of these chicks are, I'm telling you, man, it can happen. It can happen. These women think just like we do when it comes to sex. They get horny, right? I've seen women approach dudes, straight up approach them. One of my coworkers said that he was at a laundromat and a chick approached him literally telling him that she'd be his side chick. And he was like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, I'm good. I appreciate it though, but nah, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm trying to be faithful to my woman. I don't need you as my side chick. You got like 4 or 5 kids talking about you want to be somebody's side chick. Like, huh? I see you, Shay. What's up? Make sure y'all like the stream. You got these women with all these kids talking about you want to be a side chick. How about you fix the relationship with you and your kids' fathers? So they could be in their kids' lives instead of running them off so you can go and run around with the next guy. You can go trick a man into living with you. You go recruit one of these males, these broke males to live with you. I'm telling you, these heifers is recruiting. They are recruiting men to live with them because no man wants them. They got all them kids. That man ain't trying to be no stepdad. If he has, listen, this is why men who have their own are being demonized, right? Y'all notice that men who are successful are called educated lames, right? They're called lame. You know what I'm saying? They try to demonize those type of men because they don't want a man that's successful. They want a man who's broke and destitute that they can control. But when you have your own, you make the rules. You decide who you want. But if you a dude straight out the penitentiary, you know, or, you know, you living from couch to couch, you know, you ain't got options like that. So you're going to end up living with that bad built baby mama of like 4 or 5 kids. Because you ain't got nowhere else to go. And these women know this. That's why they get online talking about, I got my own apartment. I got my own car. They say that not because they want to talk about their accomplishments. They say that because they're looking for one. They want to recruit one of you males that desperately needs a place because you're about to get kicked out of your grandmother's house for like the 18th time. They're recruiting. But they won't, but those same women will not go and try to fix the relationship between them children and their fathers. So just understand that, man. You see these women talking about what they have, they're recruiting. They're trying to recruit one of these men. That's why they hate men who have their own, because those men don't need them for nothing. And they're not going to settle for no bad-built lunatic effer with a whole bunch of children out of wedlock. It ain't gonna happen. But yeah, man, don't kiss these heifers. Stop kissing these heifers, man. That... And definitely wear protection with a lot of them, man. Because I'm telling you, you don't want that chick to come up pregnant and then she pointing the finger at you, talking about you the daddy. You gotta know, I'm not the father. What you talking about? We only did it one time. That was it. We only did it one time. That was it. That was it. Only once. All right, people. That's it for me. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all like the stream and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram if you haven't. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, that's it. I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care.